Well, I got time before I got to warm up Stay Special, so I am going to do my 2-year-old list for you guys. Not the end of the month yet, so I'm not going to grade them, but I can talk a little bit about them. Allie's Got Grit. I told you guys the other day. Allie's Got Grit is, we see a lot of these horses in the first to middle part of the winter get this attitude about them, right? This little ignorance about them. And then through work and learning how to do their work, it dissipates, it chips away, and then you polish it up. Well, he's behind everybody in that regard, mentally understanding his work. So it only stands to reason that wave of kind of ignorance and rudeness, that second wave, they do it when you first break them and then again later on. That second wave is upon us with him, and it's just going to take a little spit polish, a little elbow grease, and we'll get Allie's Got Grit cleaned up. I think you're going to see him over the next 3 weeks, like every other horse, transform into whatever he's going to be. The first version of that you're going to see over the next few weeks. Arrowhead Hanover, I think I'd mentioned it. I said it earlier on. He had a lot of shares left at one point. A really talented colt. We're going to have a lot of fun with this horse all summer long. I'm almost certain of it. Really, really like Arrowhead Hanover. Atrant has quietly become these chimpanzee fillies that look like Melisandre was the best one. She was the most expensive. She's by far the better one. Then Gymboree. No, I think Gymboree might be the better one. Jesus, the Tron filly can go. All three of them look good, and they're just kind of jostling for their father's attention, I guess. But all three of them are training down good, and this filly definitely looks good. Aunt Lily was sick this week. She didn't train, and I know Amy said, gee, she just seems so quiet. I get it. You just got to know Aunt Lily. I don't like to go with her because when I go there, I got her all wound up, and she does her work great, and then for the next 10 days, she's just on her toes. She's looking to attack all the time. Oh my God, I'm watching the updates of the Blue Jays. This guy's hit 2 home runs in this game against us. Pitch around him. All right. Bluebird Tuxedo Hill. I guess it's spring training, whatever. So Aunt Lily, I have no problems with her. I think she's going to be one of our better fillies. She's bred well. She's tough as nails inside and outside the barn. You just got to get her on her toes. And if you don't have her on her toes, she's like, I guess it's not a lag day. So she's just going to go out and do her work. Bluebird Tuxedo Hill, similar. This guy comes up close to his elbows. Oh, I'm glad I said that. I'm going to write this down. I can't. I want to change this guy's shoes around for Monday also. I'm going to. Blue Ventura has been good, looks very good on the track, trained great this week. Cadeau beat us all, training the fastest horse in our barn to date, 2:23 the other day. Amy went with him and held off, of all horses, Never Lose Felix. Now, I was on the front, 1 mile and 2:25. Amy got away, started way back, and made her way to the front at the half, and ended up going a very good mile with Cadeau. Everybody's kind of ready to go there, but we've been a little slower, 26, 27 with everybody. This guy was great the other day, and you know, for Felix, the speed is in there. I'm hoping that when he muscles up, a little rude also, when he muscles up, those brakes would dissipate, the confidence will soar, and he'll be a useful horse. But he does have speed and does have talent. Captain Incredible has lots of speed and talent. I'm curious how he trained today. I didn't get any feedback from Scott. Maybe I'll send him a message. Century Legion trained good. Danny told me good. I apologize. That was my screw up with the drone today. Mix up between Curtis and I. Curtis thought we were videoing in Ohio, and I thought we were droning in Ontario. The drone didn't show up in Ontario, and we certainly didn't video in Ohio. That we trained them all yesterday. So no videos for you guys today. Sorry. We'll get to those to you this week. Chicago Hall, again, everybody, from what I heard, Trevino on green made a break, but Danny just didn't have the hobbles on him. He said he had them on him, he's training good, then he got castrated, he took them off him, and he's training good, so he left them off him. Now, if the drone had been there and he had made a break with no hobbles on, I would have been upset, but with no drone, they just left the hobbles off him, and he did roll off, but I don't really care about that. Horse is top shelf and has been for a while. Wait, no. Century Legion, good. Chicago Hall, very good. Cleveland Masha, good again, apparently, from what I was told. Country Dancing, I didn't talk to Tim either. How was Country Dancing today? My apologies. She trained great the other day when I went with her in the mud. Pulled her hobbles in a little bit, but she was by herself. So I just thought, all right, enough's enough. Let's see how she is on a bigger track. And we just sent her over to the Meadows for a couple of weeks. And if she's good and trains down with Tim's crew, then perfect. Fine with me. Dancing by Myself was great again the other day. A few little equipment changes Jason and I had talked about. We're going to implement them. whatever day we train them next week, Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm not sure yet. It could be either day. We'll see. Dancing on my socks was good also. Jason said he was very good, pacing good the other day. Happy with him. Fire and Shine, we opened her up, put an open bridle on her, and put that spring bit on her. It's a weird bit, but some of them, they take to it, and she was really good. She was very behaved and polite the other day, so impressed there. Fire and Shine was good. Foxy Seaside was good also. Happy with the way Foxy is behaving and pacing. I might go with her this week. Freedom Hill, I told everybody, I know what the hills, I've had enough of them to know what they do and how they act and where their buttons are to push, and she just needed a little heavy lifting in February, and she's really come on and been a very, very impressive filly the last 3-4 weeks training. Gaslight Hall was good again today. Amy said trotting hard on the end of it for Gianni McKinnon. Gorgeous Package was good also training yesterday. Joe Cramp blessed us with his presence this week, and Joey's dad, and he went with Gorgeous Package. She was good. Grand Old Chap leaves tonight to go down to Stacy's, and Stacy is going to get him to the Ohio State University for his bone scan on Monday. Just trying to see what is going on with this guy. Is it really just maturity? Does he just need more time? Is he maybe not going to make a 2-year-old racehorse? I don't care. That's fine. But this would be the last stone to turn over. If nothing is conclusive, then fine. Just turn him out for a little while. The horse is very, very well bred, but if there is something there, what is it? How do we fix it? How do we mitigate it? How do we move forward? These are questions that just normal diagnostic equipment from Dr. Lattès or even Dr. Brown wasn't available. He had to go to the university, and he will be there on Monday morning. Grand Slam Dio has looked good and continues to look good. Last time we gave her a week, just an easy week. She was awesome. So we gave her an easy week this week. Green Glitter also easy week for her. Just trying to get her appetite picked up. I didn't want her to tuck up in any way, so I thought she was a little bit light. She said, after Saturday last week, she didn't eat great Sunday or Monday. I said, okay, let's just back off with her training. We mashed her for a few days, and she really ate up good and looked good. Callie's done a great job with her, taking care of her, and just thought we'd give her a week easy. Jimboree, Amy said, was on the left line, and then sure enough, popped a quarter crack. So, not something you see all the time with the babies, but we saw it, fixed it, and all is well. He's a great guy. We took put aluminums on him up front, which is kind of a rare move. We went from all the weight to no weight, put the hobbles on him. He didn't really like the hobbles that much, but he was so low and out of his elbows. I think we'll just leave the aluminums on him and train him without them this week and see how he is. He looked good the other day. It didn't seem strong, but looked very, very good. High Hopes was good. I Don't Play Nice. Both of them trained good the other day. I Don't Play Nice gets spooked from a whip, made a break. This horse never runs. And otherwise, Jason said he was awesome. I trained I'm a Trucker today. Good. I'm on 240, 239 with him. He was good, but still a little bit behind everybody else. And his knees do bother him from time to time. We're just going to take some time. This guy's just going to have a little modified training for the next month or so. And there's nothing wrong with that. We just got to get him ready to race in Michigan. I'm ready too. He cut his shoulder this week, so he just... no training. He's going to start back jogging Monday, but they said it healed up good and it didn't tear away, so that's perfect. He'll be fine. And he was always going to be fine. It was very superficial. I just thought if the stitches tore it all, it would be kind of an ugly looking scar. So let's just leave it up. Cosmetically speaking, just leave him alone for a few days. He'll be fine. He starts back Monday. Leggy trained good. LT Troubadour looks very, very good on the track. He trained good this week. Another horse that's come on late. Again, this is when you start to see the horses that have been a little slower, start to put a little speed into them, a little heavier work into them. They respond well. Manhattan Money, definitely a horse that has responded very, very well. Melisandre looks good also. Memento Mori looks good. Mountain View Prince looks good. These horses are all doing the work very, very well right now. My Wicked Heart, Amy went with her today, said she was good. Left line a little bit, but she did her work very, very well. We all finished together 236. She was good. Officer Soldier Boy was right beside her in that 236 mile. He was very good. Oh, he'll know. Trained her the other day. Again, she seems very, very comfortable and very happy on the track. Pelican Al got to the bottom of it. We did block his foot today, and he was better. Now, a lot to take in. He was never lame enough to say there's something wrong with the foot. I think it's constant bruising, chipping away at himself. We're going to be a little more aggressive with his hind shoes. We're going to put side weights on him, trailers on him behind to get him away from those quarters full time. Secondly, we're going to fiberglass his feet up front and not nail into the actual hoof, but nail through the equilocks on his feet. We did the same thing with Grand Old Chap. before he started trotting. The theory there is that his bloodlines are kind of shallow. His soul's a little sore, and when he's nailing through those feet, he's actually feeling it. It happens from time to time, not just with him, but with racehorses also. So we are going to go that route, and I think you're going to see a little bit different looking Pelican Al moving forward. Princess Dream was awesome again today. Amy said she went with her. Sounds like Amy had a big day in Ontario. And Resolve Indeed. It sounds to me like she was almost undefeated. Princess Dream was great, and Resolve Indeed, she said, just toyed with them. Was amazing. Which I already know she is. Very nice filly. Roser and AJ toyed with us yesterday. He just looks like men against boys when he's training. Now, will that speed top out? I don't know. That's $1 million question. We're going to find out this summer. But I see a very clear path to him being a very fast horse. There's a difference between a fast horse and a good horse. I want to see him turn into a good horse. The next horse, she feels like a really good horse also. Rose Run Alexandra. Very, very nice filly. Love everything I see. Everything about this filly I absolutely love. Rosetta has come forward in a huge way. Probably a standout this week. We have certain expectations for some horses, right? So it's going to be hard for a Green Glitter, or Grand Slam Dio, or Memento Mori, or any of those horses to wow me. Rosetta, she did this week. Impressed the hell out of me. She jumped forward huge this week. If we were going to do a top 10 list for this week, she's on the top. She was very, very good. She sits at the bar. Looked good also this week. It has looked good for the last month since we just started tinkering with her. We got her right. Southwind Idax was pretty good also. He was all right on Friday. I'll go with him again this week. He just needs to be wound up once in a while. There's nothing wrong with that. Speed of Sound, I'm going to give her another week of just easy going. She's just too big right now. She just grew up. She's this massive animal now and was chipping away at her pasterns and leaving nicks on them. And we changed her shoes, and I'm just going to leave her alone for a week. Just jog her. If I do turn her, I'll just go easy with her by herself, the right way of the track, just low stress, and see how she is. The Priest had the week off. He was sick the latter part of the week, but trained good earlier in the week. Trevino on green, as I said earlier, it was the only horse that made a break in Ontario today. Danny said, no big deal. We'll put the hobbles on him. There won't be a problem. Wander Hill had Friday off also. He had a temperature and a little bit of snot in his nose, but it's the weather. You know, when it goes from plus 16 and you're racing in short sleeves and training in short sleeves to, you know, minus weather again where there's snow on the ground all day, yeah, the horses are going to get a little sick, and the Priest did. So did Wander Hill. Westland Warrior, he looked amazing this week. He pounded them this week and looked very, very good. Starting to come forward as I predicted he would 3 weeks ago. Just need a little time to come forward, and he certainly came forward. What a lady, what a night. Had gobs of snot coming out of her on Thursday. She didn't train on Friday. She may not train on Tuesday or Wednesday either. Woodmere Betcha trained good today, Amy said, in Ontario. That's it. There we go. Those are all the 2-year-olds. I get through them all. So all your videos are done now. I'm going out to train. I'm going out to warm up Stay Special in just a minute. So wish me luck. I wish you luck. All my partners with her. Maybe a little snot in her nose tonight, but all in all, I think she's in a good spot. She's going to be short. She hasn't finished a mile in 3 weeks. It's not like you can train her hard in between. So a lot negatively going on tonight, but still a good filly in a good spot, and should do some damage if given an opportunity. So we'll see what kind of trip we can work out of the 6 hole. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. It has been a great week here at the stable, and hopefully we can keep it going yet again into the last week of March. No. Yes. Yes, the last week of March. Take care.